This kind of equity portfolio curve is every trader's dream. It's the 30-20 momentum strategy. Watch till the end to see the complete rules of entry, exit, position sizing, and a detailed backtest that I've done on all the stocks of Nifty 50 going back 24 years. Past performance is not a guarantee of future results. This video is for educational purposes only and is not financial advice. Our objectives: strongly outperform the index, generate serious wealth over time, and minimize portfolio drawdowns during market crashes and black swan events. So here's the logic. For any stock to make a 50% return first, it has to cross the 10%, 15%, 20% threshold, and so on. Similarly, for any stock to lose 50% of its value first, it has to lose 10%, 15%, 20% before it goes down further. Let's look at the strategy. We buy when price makes a high of 30% from any low. Entry technique: after the price closes above the 30% threshold, we buy the next day at market open. There are no stop losses used in this strategy. We manage risk via position sizing, which I'll discuss in the later section of this video. So here's an entry example. Stock's low price was 100, buy threshold is 130, that's 30% above 100. We are looking for a close above the buy threshold. So as soon as our daily threshold is reached and a daily candle closes above it, we place an order to buy at market open the next day. Let's talk about the exit. Once the stock moves down 20% from the highest peak after entry, we exit the next day at market open. I prefer to place the order in advance to be sent to the exchange as soon as the market opens. That's it. That's the entire strategy. Simple, right? But don't let the simplicity of the strategy fool you. Simpler the system, the more robust it is. Lesser the moving parts, higher the probability of it withstanding the test of time. Let's look at position sizing. We start with a modest 1% of total portfolio at risk on any single position. For example, total capital 100,000, risk per position 1% equals 1,000. Now remember, our risk on the stock is 20% down from the high. So if buy price is 100, our exit level becomes 100 into 0.8, that's 80. So number of shares to buy is 50. The formula is total capital multiplied by risk percentage divided by entry price multiplied by stop percentage. Although there are many more sophisticated ways of position sizing, but for this example, we'll just keep it simple. So what markets can be traded? So this system can be deployed on any market as long as it's liquid. Watch my video on liquidity to understand what that means, or comment if in doubt. So I backtested the strategy on all the stocks currently present in the Nifty 50 index. These are the backtest parameters. Period was 24 years, 2001 until date. Starting capital was 500,000. Position sizing 2% per trade. Filters, no filters applied. This is a raw strategy. Dividends not accounted for, so those are excess returns. Commissions and slippages not accounted for because this is a very slow strategy. You won't really be paying so much of commission on these, and they would basically be negligible. Let's look at the equity curve. Pretty impressive, huh? Looking at the performance summary, the strategy is positive. It has a profit factor of 1.3, which can be further improved. I'll probably talk about it in one of my future videos. The annual rate of return is pretty high at 39+%. Moving on to the annual period analysis. The system was profitable in 19 out of 24 years. The drawdowns in the losing years were small and manageable, considering that the profitability percentage of the system is 48%, which is very high for a momentum system like this, with only a single parameter for entry and exit. When we look at the symbol-wise breakdown, during the entire strategy backtest period from 2001 until 2004, all of the symbols gave out positive returns. which is pretty impressive. So the only concerning areas are these drawdowns during 2008, 2012-13 and the COVID crash 2020. So can we reduce these drawdowns even further? Certainly we can, but it comes at a cost. When we apply any drawdown filter to any strategy, it also eradicates a bit of gains that the strategy would otherwise generate. In my next video, I'll show you some powerful filters that you can apply to this very same strategy and improve returns and at the same time reduce drawdowns even further. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section. If you like this video, subscribe so that you don't miss my next video.